So by the end of this video, you guys will fully know the difference between normal producers and super producers and what are they doing different that you're not doing and how you can implement these tips that I'm going to give you in order to get to the next level. If you don't know who I am, I done produced for the biggest artists in the world, Drake, Gunna, Lil Wayne, Young Thug, Lil Baby, and I've helped hundreds of producers get their first placements, their first beat sale, and their first plaque. So if you've been in the game for a while or you just recently started producing, you probably have realized that a lot of us have the same exact sounds. A lot of us have the same VSTs. Everybody has access to Splice, Suno, Arcade, things of that nature. While everybody else is sitting around making beats, not getting any progress, no success, no beat sales, no placements, and trying to figure out what is going on. I got the same sound kit as this producer. I got the same sound. We're on the same VSTs. We're on the same DAW, but he's getting crazy results and I'm not. What am I doing wrong? I'm making beats every single day. I'm working as hard as I possibly can. What's the difference? And that is the question that I want to answer for you guys in this video today. So first of all, appreciate everybody for tapping in. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. So I want to start the video off with this number one thing. And this one is probably the easiest one of them all, but it's probably the most effective and most important of them all. And that is, for one, major producers are sending their beats out. 99% of you guys are just making beats, and they end up right here. They end up on a hard drive, what I like to call the hard drive graveyard. Okay, hard drive graveyard. And what can I do with this? Nothing. Like, unless you're sending your beats out to somewhere, trying to find a home for them, how can you ever possibly get to the next level in your career? That's the number one first thing that you need to focus on. It's like, okay, I got these beats. My beats sound pretty good. Who can I get on these beats? What hands can I get these beats into? How do I meet people that can start using my beats? If you want to get to the next level in your career, more people than you, your dog, your cousin, and your mom got to hear your beats. So you got to start getting out of your little shell. That's number one thing. Because all of these major producers that you guys know and love, you know and love them because you heard a song that they did. Not necessarily because you heard a beat. You heard a song. That means that they sent their beat out to get somewhere for you to even hear that shit in the first place. Because no matter if they had the hardest beats in the world, you probably still wouldn't know who they are unless they did that first step. See where I'm going with this? Now let's get into the next thing that's separating major industry producers from small timers, beginners, and people who've just been stuck. Now the second thing is what I like to call playing the game. Now, what is the game, Bricks? The game is like, there's two different types of producers. There's producers that are going to play the game, and there's producers that want to change the game. Too many of you guys are like, oh, I'm going to change the game and make everybody love what I like and make everybody follow my sound. You got to win the game first before you do that. And in order to win the game, you got to play the game. I want to let you guys in on a little secret. You know how you like to make those strange beats that only you like and only you understand? Major producers like to do that too. We like to do that too. Okay, we have our own sound of shit that only we fuck with. And there's nothing wrong with having a passion for music and making dope shit that, you know, expressing yourself musically. But if you want to get to the next level in your career, you gotta do what I like to call play the game. You have to do market research and figure out what is hot right now so that you can catch a wave. If you're just one of those producers that make whatever you want to make all day and totally ignore what's going on in the outside world or what's going on in the music industry, you're going to have a really hard time getting to the next level. But if you do what I like to call market research, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, you're going to get a lot farther, a lot faster because you're going to be supplying what's in demand right now. And the demand changes weekly, monthly, seasonally, quarterly. I've seen this shit go. The rap shit is cyclical, bro. Right now, I would argue that we're at the end section of the girls era. Okay, we're like in the 75% through the girls era. Like right now, it's girls, pussy rap. And then it's going to go into something else. Like, so right now, it would probably be smart for you to have those type of records. And I'm not saying beats too, but records. Okay, first of all, another thing that separates major producers from up and coming producers is we're making records. We ain't just making beats. You're hearing records. When you hear our tags, when you see us on the billboard, it's because we made a record, not because we made a beat. The beat is irrelevant. Okay, the beat is not irrelevant, but you need to be doing market research if you want to win in this game. That's point blank, period. And what you can do is you can go to Spotify playlists, Apple Music playlist, Billboard Hot 100. They have hella Billboard charts telling you what's hot right now in the streets. And you can also go on BeatStars, maybe. I don't know, but you can go check and see what's the most top selling beats on there. What are the best sounds that people are looking for right now? Like, prime example, if I know J. Cole is about to drop an album in 2 weeks, I'm going to stock up on J. Cole sounding beats, because I know that as soon as he dropped that album, the demand for J. Cole sounding beats is going to go whoosh, and then it's going to taper off. But I want to catch that wave so I can get a bag. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing market research. Let's say if you own a pizza shop and you only make the type of pizza that you want to eat. You putting macaroni and cheese on your pizza. Nobody want that shit. The highest selling is pepperoni, cheese. But you have to survey the neighborhood, survey the market to see what do people want in this market? What do people in this neighborhood want to eat, so that you can have that on deck and you can eat that wild, crazy shit in the back room. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to win. This is why I give y'all the game like this. If you like what I'm telling you and you want to learn more, I'm doing a free class. You can click the link down in the description. Join my free class. I'm going to show you guys everything that you need to know to win as a producer. And I also have a VIP community where you're going to get all of my sounds, drum kits, multi-kits, MIDI kits, plug-in presets. We do beat reviews. I bring in super producers to come listen to you guys' beats. And I bring in artists, all type of dope shit. Super, super amazing community full of producers just like you, and a lot of producers that already got plaques, sales, and everything. A lot of my students. Click the link down below to join that as well. Now let's get back into what is separating these major producers from normals, from rookies, even though we got the same sounds. Now the next thing, the third thing, I want to put two things together. Pause. I think that a lot of producers that are just starting or that have hit a ceiling, it's because this one very important reason and difference. This is going to make all the difference. I was making beats for 6 years before I got my first placement, which happened to go gold. Thank God. Shout out to Kevin Gates. I'll tell you guys that story another time. I was making beats 6 years before I got that placement. Why? Why did it take me that long to get that placement? I'm going to tell you why. That's because I was only making beats by myself. I was only cooking up by myself. I was only in the studio or in my bedroom by myself. I didn't know what to, I didn't have somebody like me on YouTube telling me what to do, bringing me up under their wing. I was at home in the country, far away from Atlanta, by myself. So I hit a limit. I hit a limit on how good my beats were getting. And I definitely hit a limit of zero of opportunities I was creating for myself. I didn't have no opportunities. So this is what I had to do. I always tell people you can't go fishing in the desert. If you want to catch a big fish, you got to go to where the water at. So I had to go to Atlanta in order to get into certain rooms to create opportunities for myself and start collaborating with producers that were better and more accomplished than me. Okay. Once I did that, once I took a risk on myself and got into a community of people that can help me get to the next level, I got my first gold plaque within 6 months, bro. From 6 years of beats to my first gold plaque in 6 months. I can't make this up. You guys can check the history. Check my Genius page. You guys can see the hundreds of placements that I got, blah, 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 blah. But it wasn't until I started working with other producers that I got even good enough to play in this industry, to play the game. What you'll notice is once you get around producers that are better than you, it's like y'all are sparring. It's like y'all training together in the dojo and you're just getting better and better and better, as opposed to, imagine how much better you're going to get in the dojo if you fighting somebody else as opposed to just hitting the punching bag. You're going to get way better. Like you're going to become competitive, and your sound selection going to be way better. You're going to be able to pick up on new tips and tricks that everybody else is doing and implement those into your beats. And you're going to see a noticeable difference of how much better your beats are going to get quickly. You know what I'm saying? Now, to add the second part onto this is working with other producers opens you up to a lot more opportunities as opposed to if you were just working by yourself. When I was working by myself in my grandma's basement, I didn't have any opportunities. When I moved to Atlanta and put myself in what I like to call the opportunity zone, this is when I started getting placements. This is when my beat sales started going up. This is when I started to learn the music business, how to run a studio, how to engineer. All the skills that I got rich off of, I learned them because I started working with other people. I got into a community of people that were way better than me, that have accomplished the things that I already wanted to do. And I was like, yeah, I feel home. It's just like, When I was back in the hood making beats, I was a seed planted in the wrong soil. I wasn't able to reach my full potential. As soon as I got into some fertile soil of people that were really better than me, bro, I skyrocketed and I never came back down. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you running around the city, you networking, you meeting people, you shaking hands, you making your presence known, and 4 of your best homies doing the same thing. Now when y'all go to the studio, you got all the connections that all 4 or 5 of y'all have made into one mega producer group. That's what we was doing. And this is something that separates major producers from up and coming intermediate producers. We're going in the studio. We're not just making beats. We're not even just making songs. We are making hella songs, but we're not even making hella songs. We are making the product to fit the demand. Now, what is the demand? We're going to survey all of our opportunities that we have created and say, okay, who you need beats for? Who you need beats for? Who you need? Okay, Kevin Gates looking for beats. You got to connect on that. Okay, we're about to cook up straight Kevin Gates shit today. And then we're going to call the writer, Kevin Gates' writer. We're going to try to finagle in there and get him to record some hooks on this shit and get it to Kevin. That's Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to go link up with some other niggas that I fuck with that got a lot of opportunities, and I got a lot of opportunities, and we're combining all of this shit. Oh, he needs shit for Summer Walker. Okay, I'm over here at this studio, at a whole nother studio, meeting a whole bunch of a group of new people that I didn't know before in order to increase the amount of opportunities that are available to me. And we're working on Summer Walker records. We're trying to hit targets. We're not just doing this. We're not trying to fill this up. We're trying to hit targets. We are purposefully, intentionally making beats and songs for certain artists. We're not just making whatever falls out of the sky that day. You know what I'm saying? That is a big, big thing that you guys are probably doing, and you're just making shit, and completely forgetting about the biggest part of being a producer, which is moving around. You got to move around. If you ain't moving around, you over with. You over with, folks. Especially now, moving around is so important because technically people can just go and make a beat on Suno with a prompt. So you making the hardest beats in the world has never been the most important thing. Making the best beats, hardest beats is subjective. That has never been the most important thing ever. It's always about who got the connections. I would rather have one beat and 1,000 connections than have 1,000 beats and one connection. It's about who can get the record placed, who can get this shit, blow this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for even artists. It's not about who's the best rapper. It's not about who's the best singer. It's never been about that. It's about who can make this shit pop. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're thinking about. We need to be connecting with these A&Rs. We need to be connecting with people's managers, with PR people. Like, that's another thing that major producers do that up-and-coming producers aren't doing. Do you think, you think these producers that you know them on accident? Think about how many producers that got hit records that you don't know. The ones that you do know, you know them because they have invested intentionally into their brand. They have PR people. They have people writing articles about them. They're paying to do interviews, to get on platforms in order to increase what they have going on, in order to increase that brand recognition, therefore increasing the price of their beats, the price of their work, the prestige of having their tag on the record. I've been in situations where I'll go in the studio and play beats for a nigga, and then I'll come back in the studio and play the same beats with my tag on them. Nigga want the beat then. Nigga want to pay top dollar then. That tag is like, imagine if I put a Gucci logo right here on this shirt. Immediately niggas like, oh, that shit hard. Just because of the tag, just because of the brand. Major producers are investing into their brand, and that's what I want to teach you guys how to do as well. I'm going to show you guys the cheapest way to blow your brand up in 2026. If you want to learn that, click the link down in the description. Join some of my free classes. I have branding classes, networking classes. Everything that I tell y'all to do, I have full hour-long, 2-hour-long videos detailing step-by-step everything that you need to do in my VIP community. A lot of you guys be in the comments like, Bricks, make a video about this, make a video. Bro, I have every video that you could ever think about. I have an in-depth breakdown in my VIP community. click the link down below. And everybody who joins today, I'm gonna give you guys all of my drum kits, MIDI kits, multi-kits, plug-in presets, and you're getting things that I've used on hit records and I currently use on hit records. I just was on Gucci Mane's last album. I was on Benny the Butcher's last album. All of those drums and melodies and everything that I'm doing and the thought process behind it, I'm breaking all that down and giving you access to everything that I got in the VIP community. So click the link, join that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's go.
So I want to share a quick story, explain with you who I am and what I do. My name is Damane. I'm a music producer from Atlanta, Georgia, and I don't work with the biggest artists in the world: Drake, Gunna, Lil Wayne, Young Thug, Lil Baby, you name it, 21 Savage. I don't work with them. And not only was I able to do that, I done spent the last 3 years helping hundreds of producers just like you start from absolutely nothing and start selling their beats, getting their first sales, getting their first placements, getting their first plaques, even some people getting record deals, bro. You need to surround yourself with people that have accomplished the things that you want to do in your life if you want to win. And that's why I created the Producer Pathway. What is that? The Producer Pathway is the #1 community for producers where we're growing, learning, connecting, and simplifying the process of producing. You're going to get access to 5 hours of course videos taught by me. You're also going to get all of my kits, all of my loops, all of my MIDI packs, every single thing that I have to offer. You're going to get. Also, I'm going to give you a copy of my newest book, Brick by Brick, where I started from absolutely nothing and told the story about sleeping in my car to working with Drake and working with the biggest artists in the world, how you can do the same thing. You're also going to get access to the Bricks Academy Lite, which is a super light version of my 6-week-long program where producers learn how to sell their beats, get placements, start networking, and start getting progress. You need to be around people that build you up instead of break you down, and that's why we do weekly Zoom calls with the industry's top producers so you can connect with them one-on-one and start networking. Bro, for everybody that's on this video right now, I'm gonna do something so special. I'm gonna offer all of this stuff at a price that is truly ridiculous. If you're a music producer or a beat maker, this community is for you. Lock in right now and become a founding member before the price goes up, guys. You're gonna be getting weekly calls, kits, MIDIs, plug-in presets, melodies, copy of my book, a copy of my course, a copy of my... Actually, I just did a viral content creation guide. I also put that in there. It's a whole bunch of awesome stuff, guys. The time to act is now. Join the community. Just remember, sometimes it's the smallest decisions that could change your life forever. Get around people that are winning, that can show you that everything that you need to know to take your career to the next level. This could change everything for you guys. Click the link, join the community, and I'll see you guys there.